Welcome to the third edition of my weekly news podcast, where I will be talking about important news and developments as impartially and unbiased as possible. This week's most significant political news has been the war in Ethiopia, rising tensions between Russia and Ukraine, and finally a peculiar speech given by Boris Johnson in a conference. To start off this edition, there has been new developments and even more escalation as the rebels are steadily advancing on the Ethiopian federal capital, Addis Ababa. Ahmed Abiy has been defiant against the rebels and continued for a mass mobilization that every loyal citizen that should and could take up arms against the Tigrayans. He has also announced that he will be going to the front to lead the war effort. And also, he was an officer previously having fought in the Eritrean border war in the 2000s. Ahmed Abiy has been photographed with a uniform close to the front line here. The Ethiopian government has also forbidden any media reports regarding the war without the approval first, meaning that it will be even harder to get information out of the region than before. The government is trying to encourage people to sign up to defend their nation from those who are trying to break it apart, while the Tigrayans are hailing themselves as liberators, freeing the people from Abiy's grasp. The human catastrophe is immense, and thousands have unfortunately been killed and captured, and hundreds of thousands are starving. Negotiations are not getting anywhere, and both sides are locked in vicious fighting. No nation has considered intervening militarily on either side, and the war is likely to end in total defeat and destruction for either of the sides. The second significant news this week has been the allegations made by Ukrainian leader Zelensky warning against a potential coup attempt towards him and his regime. He claims that Russian representatives are planning to overthrow his government next week. Russia has been amassing troops on the Ukrainian border, and Ukrainians fear that they might meet a similar fate like previously with Crimea. It was annexed by Russia in 2014, and now it looks even more possible that Russia will do it again, this time for Donbass and Luhansk, both separatist regions, partially controlled by Russian-backed rebels. Though this time there will be even heavier sanctions imposed on Russia as a result, and Russia does not have much to gain from such a move, as those two provinces are not as strategically important as Crimea. Russia claims though that it never does such things at all. Well, it did before, that is for sure. But this time it may be different, and it is very much possible that it's just a show of force for the Russian populace, as Putin's approval ratings are slipping from 70% in 2014 back then, and now around 40% as bad economic performance and the COVID pandemic. Well, our third development this week is Boris Johnson's stutter and bumbling buffoon moments. It's pretty hilarious. You may wonder what the hell I'm talking about. Well, listen to the clip in the description. He was asked a question about electric vehicles and he was given like a conference speech, but he froze for a solid minute, randomly started talking about Peppa Pig cartoon and talking about British creativity for creating the cartoon itself. We will be linking a video of his speech in the description so you can also have a laugh at the speech yourself. I fully recommend you take a look. After many other political blunders, there's a growing discontent among his MPs. Rumours of a no confidence vote are recirculating, which may end him being ousted. Though of course for now, these are just rumours, and we will see, and we'll be reporting on that if anything happens. Unfortunately, I have to talk about COVID on this podcast, something I had promised myself that I will not be doing. Alas, it has snuck its way back into the headlines once again, and it be damned, it may be back again. A new variant of COVID has unfortunately been detected in Southern Africa, which appears to be the most infectious and most mutated yet. The World Health Organization has named the variant Omicron, which actually sounds more like an evil computer villain in some movie, but it is just another letter in the Greek alphabet, so what do you expect? Countries have scrambled to introduce flight restrictions on Southern African countries, though they may already be too late, as has already been detected in Europe, in Belgium, in the United Kingdom, in Turkey, all those places, so yeah. Already experiencing a case spike, Europe is set to enter into yet another phase of lockdowns for the winter. Well, the only thing I hope, truly from my heart, for this pandemic end as soon as possible, either way with vaccines or no vaccines, natural immunity or not, because everyone is sick and tired of restrictions, and the economy cannot take it anymore. So I really hope that this pandemic will be over very soon. Now, on to economic developments. A network of online illegal greenhouse gas sales in the UK has been uncovered, and India is set to ban cryptocurrencies. A whole network of illegal gas markets has been uncovered in the United Kingdom. There's a real demand for cheap and affordable heating for less fortunate people living there, and as a result of climate laws, people cannot purchase natural gases, I mean here, cheaper gases to heat their homes. These gases are hydrofluorocarbons, or HFCs for short, and are more dirty than standard natural gases. The UK and the EU want to stop their usage very soon and only allow the purchase and use by certified companies, which mainly use them to make fridges and stuff like that. People quietly smuggle these gases into the UK, where a canister previously bought for just €100 in Eastern Europe can be sold for over €240 in the United Kingdom. An even more staggering figure is that they are sold for only €30 in China, where they were first manufactured. And finally, India is set to ban cryptocurrencies sometime in the near future, possibly around December or January. The move follows an ever-increasing crackdown on cryptocurrencies as a whole. Similar to China, India is not fond of these coins' property of untraceability. The bill that has banned them caused a large fall in Bitcoin and other major currencies in India and in the world in general. The main idea here is that the government most likely wants to create its own cryptocurrency controlled by the government and the central bank. So yeah, that's it for this edition. Thank you for listening to this third edition of 10-Minute News, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. Join us next time, and please stay well. Please remember to like and subscribe and share with your friends so more may get informed. Thank you.